He said easy work, easy money. Do you agree?
Don't worry about what there's no easy fight. There's no easy fight.
Why is he saying this? Why is he saying this? He said easy money.
He believes in me.
Yeah,
he
that's
believes
right.
in me.
I like that.
I've never seen like someone on X Factor that can't sing, but their parents believe in.
I'm going in there. I can fight free. If he starts getting touched up and losing rounds, I think the cookie will crumble.
Do you agree?
Whatever he said. We'll see if the cookie crumbles. I don't know what to say. I'm confident in myself. Like, I'm not focusing on him. I just know what I can do, and I can't wait to show it. I'm not going to crumble. I'm solid. I've been through war. This is what I'm going to say. I don't want to focus on it being like about Jake. Oh, Jake's small, so that makes me confident. Jake's this, so that makes me confident. I'm just focused on myself. I'm confident in myself. Jake could be 10th. I'm confident in myself. That's what I'm saying. It's not about how he is. I just really I've got a good team. I've been through ups and downs. I've stood the test of time. I'm passionate. I'm hungry. And I'm still here ready to fight my heart out. So I'm confident in that. That's in my heart.
Anthony Joshua has issued a clear and measured warning to Jake Paul, stressing that he is entering this matchup not as a celebrity attraction.
Anthony Joshua delivers a calm but unmistakable warning to Jake Paul, making it clear that he is stepping into this fight not as a celebrity attraction, but as a battle-tested heavyweight champion with years of elite-level experience behind him.
Not just the punches you see, it's the feinting, it's the distance, it's the, oh my God, through that jab. Yeah, the intangibles. It's going to be really interesting to see how he deals with the intangibles. And that's why I said there's a few things that I want to do in the ring that he might not have seen before, and I want to see how he deals with this.
I have a lot to say, but both of us have some of the biggest knockouts of the past years in boxing, and we're coming to fight. We made it smaller gloves just now today. Someone's getting put to...
He points out that confidence built through world title camps, championship pressure, and elite competition cannot simply be replicated by someone transitioning from entertainment into professional boxing.
I myself with some of the greatest coaches and greatest fighters in the world because I have that hunger, that desire. Every time I've been knocked down or been in trouble when I was younger, came back 3 years later, got to the Olympics, get in trouble again before the Olympics, 3 years later, become world champion after 16 fights. Win all the belts, get beat by Ruiz, come back and unify the division for the second time. It's just constantly drives my focus and my hunger to get better. So I'm going to be a tough man to break down 100% come December 19th because I've been building myself over the last year. I ain't been sitting back. I've been working.
Joshua explains that his preparation has centered on tightening fundamentals, sharpening combinations, and working closely with top-tier trainers to eliminate surprises on fight night. In his eyes, this matchup is less about hype and more about exposing the clear difference between a developing crossover boxer and a fully established professional.
I don't think it's necessarily fair to AJ. I just know that I have the power and the timing. It's the shots that you don't see coming that knock people out. And I'm a tricky knockout artist that people don't give me enough credit for. I've won knockout of it. He has to be careful. And I do have the timing, the speed, and the tricks up my sleeve to be able to hit a shot on this guy that he doesn't see coming that can put him to sleep 1000%.
For echoing the wider concerns shared across combat sports, Conor McGregor adds his own blunt assessment. He admits Jake Paul deserves credit for stepping toward a challenge of this magnitude, but respect does not erase the danger. McGregor stresses that boxing is unforgiving, and facing a physically dominant heavyweight like Anthony Joshua carries...
He's going to get knocked out by AJ though, isn't he?
If he makes that walk, I've got to give him his respect. Very dangerous, It seems like the athletes are all over him. It's a dangerous sport, and you can't overlook that. Joshua's a big boy and a powerhouse. I've sat ringside and watched this way. That's a heavy punching man, and he's a happy and he's a good. He has an anger in him. He has a darkness in him, does Anthony Joshua. And I don't think a lot of people sister. So. Well, the fight shouldn't go ahead. The fight shouldn't go ahead. If he does it, I'll give him...
He describes Joshua as a true powerhouse with heavy hands and a darker, aggressive edge that only experienced fighters understand firsthand. From McGregor's perspective, very few men can absorb what Joshua delivers when fully locked in. He openly questions whether this fight should even be happening given the potential damage involved. Still, if Jake insists...
Give out a prediction for Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua because I think a lot of people know what will happen, but
Is it dangerous for Jake Paul to be taking on a big heavyweight? You're a heavyweight, man. I wouldn't want to get punched by you here. Is it very dangerous for Jake Paul to be even taken on?
I mean, no matter what it is, it can be an exhibition fight or whatever fight it is. When two guys step over that rope and they got bad intentions or they ready to throw blows, it's always bad. You got to understand that boxing is a dangerous business, and the head is not meant to. People will always tell you the head is not meant to be hit. The body is not meant to be hit. The head is not meant to be. The brain is not meant to be.
Building on those concerns, veteran boxing journalist Gareth A. Davies strikes a similar uneasy tone, while breaking down what makes Joshua versus Jake Paul such a strange, yet globally captivating spectacle. Speaking from Dubai, Davies admits that despite the massive promotion, many within boxing
a tick in the box and signing the contract straight away. Readily, you cannot see a victory for Jake Paul. I mean, you can't. I do worry about his safety in there. Do know that it wouldn't have been licensed in the UK. Even today, people are throwing conjecture on the fact that Jake Paul hurt his eye. He said it was Lawrence Okoli punched him in sparring and that the fight is off. People are almost looking for a reason for it to be off. Self in the last couple of weeks as well. I mean, I cannot believe, until I see them in fight week and until we witness it, I won't believe it's truly happening.
Matching a novice boxer against a former unified heavyweight champion is something that would never be approved in stricter regions like the UK. Davies notes that even promoters appear to be searching for exit ramps, referencing speculation surrounding Jake Paul's recent eye injury during sparring. He reminds everyone that this isn't just entertainment.
I spoke with Nikisa Badarin and Jake Paul at the press conference in Miami a couple of weeks back. If Jake Paul does do it, it'll be the biggest upset in the history of boxing. The biggest shock ever. Maybe one of the biggest upsets in the whole of sport. Some people will question whether this really is sport. You know, you can deem it to be circus, you can deem it to be freak show. Spoke to David Hay for an interview in the Telegraph that's going in tomorrow, I think. And he was saying, you know, if he'd been offered this all those years ago and he was in the same position as Anthony Joshua, he said, I wouldn't have even thought about it. I wouldn't have even given it any consideration. It would have been a tick in the box.
Davies stresses that the pressure lands squarely on Joshua. If the fight lasts longer than expected, critics will question his mentality. And if anything goes seriously wrong, boxing will be forced to answer why this contest was ever sanctioned. As debate over legitimacy and safety continues, analyst Wade Plemons takes the concern even further by examining what's happening.
Lawrence Okoli, and especially if it's your right eye, if Jake's getting hit in his right eye, that usually would mean that he's getting jabbed, because that jab in orthodox would come out from the left hand on the right eye side constantly, or got jabbed big time with a one big shot. Or, and this may be even more of a bad thing for Jake Paul, he's gotten hit with a hard left hook, one that he didn't see because it was right on his eye, and it looks like it landed pretty flush, as you can kind of see here. Question is, which one of those two things is happening? And question is, how is it going down? Because what we know about Anthony Joshua is that he's nasty.